get ready. Let's do it. That's a highlight reel. Jet out. Jet out. Out. Where you going, boy? Let's go.
I do this for LA, Texas, baby. Southwest. You already know what it is, baby. Turn me up. Let's go. Hey, come on, Sean. Turn up, Sean. Rock somebody. Okay, Sean.
Go get him, Jet.
It's on the way. Becalondo from 22 yards out.
First field goal you've ever made in a college football game.
First field goal I've ever made in a college football game. I'm catching up to you, Crew. He's late on it.
Yeah, all day, all season. Tune in, number 7, baby. Let's go.
You need to tell him that shit used to come this way again. You need to tell him. You know I'm gonna get my TV time.
Shout out to Texas.
Oh no!
I hope y'all living right out there.
And we back at it again with another dub. Like I said, we take care of business. That's all we do. We don't know no better.
And this gotta go on Twitter.
Good evening.
Welcome to another edition of the Ho-Ho-Come Junior College Athletic Conference Coaches Show. We are live at College Bar and Grill here in Tempe, Arizona. Literally a stone's throw away, Vince, from Sun Devil Stadium. Right there.
I have there's such nostalgia here. I mean, this is a new place, but I have so many great memories of this corner. Right there is you. Obviously, you guys at home can't see this, but the stadium, the press box, it's literally. I mean, I can't throw, but I could throw and hit it from here. That's how close we are. This is an amazing place. The College Bar and Grill. It's run by a guy named Joe Healy, another guy named Nick. And they're great guys. Joe obviously is the son of Tim Healy, who's a broadcaster for ASU Sports. And Joe grew up with an ASU pitchfork in his hand as a baby. So that's how close he is to the program. And this place literally reeks of ASU. I mean, it's amazing. Love it. I'm an ASU guy. I graduated from ASU. I love it. Anyway, I'm at home. I'm back home again, James. I'm sorry I'm rambling on here, but
there are distinct signs outside, Vince, that I am not allowed to talk Wildcats.
No, don't say that word.
I think that's all I can say.
Don't ever say that word again. Yeah, no, definitely not. And of course, obviously, this is the Ho-Ho-Come Junior College Athletic Conference Coaches Show, the HJCAC. We had one 2 weeks ago with Doug Madosky and a couple of his players. Tonight's definitely not going to disappoint. We have
Coach Ryan Felker on with us tonight. He's going to bring a couple of his players on as well, and we're going to talk to those guys. It's going to be a great show, and we're going to basically feature the Gila River Hawks tonight, Vince, on the show.
We are going to feature the Gila River Hawks after seeing them the other night play a masterful game. They defeated the Papago Pumas by a final score of 50-0. The other game that was playing at the same time was the Maricopa Mustangs hosting the Sonoran Sidewinders out of Tucson. Very compelling matchup because in the Sonoran Sidewinders you had Coach John O'Meara, who was the former coach at Eastern Arizona College. The Gila Mountain Monsters ran the option and had some really good matchups in the past, really good games with Doug Madosky out at Scottsdale Community College when Eastern and Scottsdale played. Well, that game had a 90-minute rain delay to start off. When we were leaving, it was barely halftime. When we were done with the game at Gila River, it was barely halftime of the other. But the final score of that game, Maricopa beat Sonoran 28-7. So great matchup. It was a little more lopsided at the end of the game, but it was close for much of the game.
That's 2 in a row for Coach Madosky.
That is 2 in a row for Coach Madosky and the Maricopa Mustangs. So, and also Coach Felker, he's put a good product together. You know, he beat the Maricopa Mustangs when we last covered them 2 weeks ago. So he's having a good season, great start. Look forward to talking to him, and we'll bring him on first, I think, in just a minute here.
Yeah, it's going to be a great show. Stay tuned. We're so glad you tuned in to join us here tonight for the Ho-Ho-Come Junior College Athletic Conference Coaches Show. We'll step aside, take take a short break, come back, and we'll bring on head coach Ryan Felker of the Gila River Hawks right after this.
Located across the street from Tempe's A Mountain and a few blocks from Sun Devil Stadium, College Bar and Grill is your home for the best local craft beer, delicious creative cocktails, tasty food, and Tempe's best atmosphere for ASU sports. Come see Joe, Nick, and the team for the best half-price happy hour in town from 3 to 6 and again from 10 p.m. to close. Wings, sandwiches, salads, and desserts. Whether you're on your way to the game or after, and catch your favorite games on their big screens. Located at the southwest corner of 5th and College in the heart of Tempe, College Bar and Grill, a proud partner of the JV Sports Show. Vince here to talk about Angel Dentistry. Angel Dentistry is where my wife and I have gone for the past 10 years and can't think of going anywhere else. Dr. Amber Angel is an Arizona native, born in the town of Miami, and practiced in the Valley nearly 20 years. Dr. Angel and her staff strive to provide excellent customer service from the moment you call the office to the time you leave with a smile. From general to comprehensive dental services, call 602-788-2008 and ask about the JV Sports Special, a free to-go whitened tray. With or without insurance, she will work with you. Off Cave Creek Road, north of the 101 in Phoenix, Angel Dentistry, trusted partner of the JV Sports Show.
Home mortgage lending done the old-fashioned way. The Wyckoff team with Finance of America Mortgage will take the time needed to explain every step in the loan process. In today's fast-paced world, it's nice to work with a lender that you can meet in person. We have a variety of home loans to fit your needs. Learn more about how lending products from Finance of America Mortgage could help you achieve your financial goals. Contact the Wyckoff team today at 623-308-5385 or stop by their office located on Grand Avenue just north of Bell Road in beautiful Surprise, Arizona. The Wyckoff team believes you shouldn't have to feel alone. Finance of America Mortgage, where business is always personal.
Long Realty is the go-to for all your real estate needs. Local buyer looking in the West Valley? Call our trusted partners at Long. Out-of-state friends looking for a home in the beautiful Valley of the Sun? Call Long. Selling? Call Long, and they'll make your home long gone. Call 623-584-5384 and mention the JV Sports Show to get a free market analysis. Long Realty, located in beautiful Surprise, Arizona on Grand Avenue.
Know it though, would you? See there?
Welcome back to the JV Sports Show, the HJCAC Coaches Show. James is over here distracted, but and distracted, of course, by this outstanding young man sitting in between us here. This is running back Jarren. Sorry, I was going to call you Jalen. Jarren Alexander from Salina, Texas, jersey number 5 for the Gila River Hawks. Jarren, how you doing? Let's turn on that mic.
There we go.
All right, go ahead. Now
there we go. Now
I couldn't hear myself. Yeah, you couldn't hear yourself. We couldn't hear you either.
Tried to play with me.
Yes. So, first of all, I want to start off with this. So, Texas, Salina, Texas. How did you end up in Phoenix, Arizona?
I went to a few different schools, and then one of my boys is out there going to play for Coach Felker. I got in touch with Felker, and then Felker told me to come out here. So now I'm here.
And he just said, come out here, and you jumped on a plane.
Yeah, basically.
Pretty much. Wow. Okay. All right. You said a few different schools. Name those schools. Where'd you go?
I went to Trinity Valley first.
Okay.
I was there for a semester.
Okay.
That next spring, I just dropped out completely. And then I went to Jackson State.
Okay.
And then after Jackson State, I came here.
Okay.
Yeah, I flew out here with no clothes. Only thing I had was a phone charger. Somebody else bought my ticket.
Nice.
Yeah.
You said I'm going for it.
Yeah, got to.
Now coming out of Salina, the Bobcats, am I right?
Yep.
North Texas, you're just a little bit northeast.
You had to go there with
Dallas
the Texas
there.
thing again. I don't know anybody from Italy here. Give me something here.
Were you hearing from any of the smaller schools there around that area, like Austin College or North Texas, the Mean Green Eagles, or any of those schools there?
You mean right now at this moment?
No, when you were coming out of high school, coming out of Salina.
I had a scholarship to New Mexico, ULM, Howard University. I got a preferred walk to North Texas.
Okay.
And other small schools, yeah. So
very good.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
Excuse me. Statistics. Throw out some stats from high school. Rushing yards. What'd you do your senior year?
I actually broke my foot my senior year. I missed 8 games.
Wow.
I think I still ended up with like 800-900 maybe.
800-900 yards in how many games? Like 3-4 games?
Wow.
Well, we went to state my senior year, so probably like 6 games.
6 games. Okay. Did you get to play in the state championship game?
Yes, I got to play in the state championship.
Okay, beautiful.
Houston Texans Stadium.
Was that that was in Houston?
Yeah, they didn't do it at Cowboy Stadium that year, which it was heartbreaking. especially being from Salina.
Jerry must have been on vacation that
He
year.
had to be on vacation. I don't know what he was doing, but he should have been where he was supposed to be at the time of the state championship game.
What are your thoughts on Texas football versus Arizona football now that you've been out here for a little bit?
You had to bring that up.
I got to.
Texas.
It's required.
My honest opinion,
Sure.
Texas is the best state for football, hands down.
Even over Florida or California?
yeah.
No comparison.
All right.
No comparison. No
I
comparison.
completely agree with you. I'm just confirming.
No comparison.
That's all.
Okay, so what's it been like? You've been out here, what, a couple months now?
A year and a half. I was at Mesa last year.
Oh, you played at Mesa last year.
Yes,
okay,
sir.
so what's been going on recruiting-wise? Have you been hit up by some schools since you've been out here? You don't
Yeah.
have to name the schools, but if you want to name the conferences, what's that been like?
Yeah, I got some D2 offers.
Okay.
And then I talked to some schools that I was previously talking to originally.
Okay.
When I came
Still
back.
kept you on the radar and
Yes,
seeing
sir.
that everything's going good. And how are academics going? How's the adjustment been? Still doing the JUCO out here, so.
Yeah. You asked how academics is doing?
Yeah.
Right now I got a 3.7.
Nice.
Okay.
3.7.
Yeah.
Football players actually are smart.
Yeah, that's,
Wow.
it's just, but I mean in high school, obviously, you ain't really trying. You kind of just go with the motion.
Coasting, yeah.
You're not worried about what you're supposed to
Sure.
be worried about.
Right.
So I got out here and I really last chance, so I didn't have a choice.
So you said, I'm going to buckle down, I'm going to take advantage of this, and I'm going to make the most of it. And that's what
Yes,
you're
sir.
doing, right?
Yes, sir.
Because you're producing on the field, and you're obviously producing in the classroom with
Yes,
a
sir.
3.7. That's very
Yes, sir.
admirable.
Yes, sir.
Very
Are
good.
you gelling pretty well with your teammates now? You played a couple of games. You guys all getting along, finding your role, everything clicking?
Yes, sir.
Yeah?
Yeah, the team's great. Belk, quarterback, he's a great dude. MJ, I think he's from Arizona. He went to Arizona State and transferred.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a good dude. I mean, there's a lot of good dudes out there. Everybody's nice, friendly, get along.
Some ballers out here in the desert, isn't there?
Yeah, some ballers. I'm shocked.
Yeah, I know.
It took me by surprise. I'm shocked.
Nice. Well, hopefully there's an opportunity that once you're finished with your education here, you'll have an opportunity to stay close, or are you looking, do you want to go back to Texas? Do you want to stay here? What are you thinking?
I don't even care.
Okay.
Anywhere. I came out here. It happened, so I'll go anywhere at this point.
Nice.
I'm done with the homesick stuff. Just trying to finish and
Well,
live.
if you keep doing like you're doing, especially in the classroom, and then you're getting it done on the football field, you're going to be able to do whatever you want to do after this. So
Yeah,
keep
hopefully.
up the good work, and we appreciate you coming on here with us tonight very much.
Yes.
sir.
Running back Jarren Alexander, keep an eye on him. Jersey number 5, Gila River Hawks. We will be right back.
What's your Twitter handle?
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
Twitter.
yeah. Add me on Twitter. Original_Bricks.
What?
Don't
Original
forget.
what?
Original_Bricks.
Bricks. Okay.
Yeah.
Original_Bricks.
All right.
Add me
All
on
right.
Twitter.
Perfect. Okay.
Very good. Well, we'll step aside here, take a short break, and we'll come right back with another Gila River Hawks player. Number 13, defensive lineman Dylan Turner will join us right after this. Stay tuned for the Ho-Ho-Com Junior College Athletic Conference. We'll be right back.
Hey, all you business owners. Vince here from the JV Sports Show. Are you a fan of junior college and small college sports? Want to reach an established and growing sports radio listening audience both locally and abroad? Partner up with the JV Sports Show. We can help promote your business while you help support exclusive coverage of junior college, NAIA, NC2A Division II and III sports. Check us out at www.jvsportshow.com and let us show you the benefits of partnering up with James and I on the JV Sports Show.
Located across the street from Tempe's A Mountain and a few blocks from Sun Devil Stadium, College Bar and Grill is your home for the best local craft beer, delicious creative cocktails, tasty food, and Tempe's best atmosphere for ASU sports. Come see Joe, Nick, and the team for the best half-price happy hour in town from 3 to 6 and again from 10 p.m. to close. Wings, sandwiches, salads, and desserts. Whether you're on your way to the game or after, and catch your favorite games on their big screens. Located at the southwest corner of 5th and College in the heart of Tempe, College Bar and Grill, a proud partner of the JV Sports Show.
Coach's Show. We're live here at College Bar and Grill in downtown Tempe. Vince, right across from Sun Devil Stadium.
Right across from
Literally.
Sun Devil Stadium. So this is a great play. I love this play. We got to come back here. Okay, so we are with defensive lineman, defensive tackle, number 13 for the Gila River Hawks, Dylan Turner. We spoke to Dylan. Had his little dialogue there. We spoke to Dylan after the game. couldn't get enough of the guy. We had to bring him back because we wanted to hear more of his story because he's a talker. He's a great talker, but he's also a great player. Dylan, how are you doing?
I'm doing great today. Got some food, I feel good, and, living good.
How are the wings here? Everybody talks about the wings. You guys, what'd you have, Parmesan?
Garlic Parmesan. It's fire.
There you go.
Fire.
Fire? Really?
Yes, really good.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to get another order maybe.
Garlic parm, there you go, one to go, huh?
Yeah. Okay. Well, you look a little thin. Maybe you should have a couple more orders.
Yeah,
so.
You need to eat a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's go back to Las Vegas. So you grew up in Southern California, actually, the Inland Empire, Ontario area. Moved to Vegas for high school. Went to Palo Verde High School. Were you heavily recruited out of high school? Were you a defensive lineman? Were you a running back? Were you a receiver? Where did you play?
Yeah, I played defensive end in high school.
Okay.
I got not too much recruitment, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
I had NAU and I was talking to Dixie State. Those are only two schools I was really talking to.
Okay.
Came down to the last decision. I felt Dixie State was a better.
Dixie State in Utah, so they're Division II school up in Utah. What was that like? What was it like moving up there? How long were you up there? I mean, tell us a little bit about the culture of the town and the environment. What was that like?
For most of you guys that don't know, Utah, it is a Mormon state. It is a Mormon state, so there's lots of Mormons up there. They're really kind. They're really good people. But it was definitely a culture shock because there's not a lot of people my color up there, so it was a big culture shock for me, but I had a lot of fun up there. I was up there a year and a half.
Okay.
And after my sophomore year, fall semester, I ended up leaving, going back to Vegas.
Did it come to a point where you just didn't feel like was there a little bit of a philosophical difference with the coaches, with the program? Was there something with school? I mean, what was all of the above? What kind of made that decision for you?
So when I got to Dixie State, I actually was a walk-on, and I played as a true freshman. So
okay.
Yeah, so it was a big accomplishment for me and my family, of course. Going into spring ball, they was hyping me up a lot, talking about I'm gonna do real good and all this. So I felt like I had the coaches back. And when I got hurt my sophomore year, it felt like all of them just kind of drifted away from me, and I didn't have the support that I felt like I had at first.
Okay.
So I have a great relationship with all the coaches. No bad will against them.
Yep.
It's just, I felt like it's just the best decision for me to go back home.
When you went back home to Vegas, did you pretty much decide you were done with football, or were you still, what was going on in your head at that point?
Yeah, I decided I was done with football because I felt like my body couldn't take the punishment that football comes with. So I decided I was done with football, but I realized that I needed contact in my life, so I started boxing when I got back home, actually.
Really?
Yeah, so I boxed.
Wow.
Yeah, I was boxing about a year and a half now, yeah.
Okay.
Did you always play defensive line in football, or did you ever do any time at the skill position, so-called skill positions, as they say?
Funny thing is, my 8th grade and my freshman year, I played quarterback. I have a arm on me. I can still sling it if Coach Felker needs it.
See there, Coach?
Wow. Okay, Coach, you got a backup quarterback Coach. Here.
Daytimer there.
Yeah. No, he's saying no. Okay. All right. Well, okay. So now, fast forward. You came in contact through a mutual friend with Coach Felker. You ended up kind of taking a step, blind faith. You came down here. And you've been now a few months with
1 month.
1 month.
Yeah.
1 month.
Yeah, only a month.
1 month with the Gila River Hawks, and you're already making an impact. We called your name a ton the other night, and you're out there having fun. You're flying around. What's the relationship with your teammates, and especially this guy that you look at on the other side of the line that you got to tackle every day in practice?
Yeah, he's tough to bring down. So that's what makes us work a little bit harder because I feel like our offense is better than most offenses. So when we go against our offense, we're probably going against the best competition we have. So the offense makes us work really hard. So during game day, it should be easy for us. Mostly on Saturday when I feel like I did really good. It's mostly because my teammates, because when they know what they're doing, it makes it easier for me, so I can go make those plays.
Sure.
So mostly my teammates, and I was just trying to make sure that people could see me and people see what Dylan Turner's doing.
Give me a typical day in the life of a JUCO player here in Arizona. Talk to me about from the time that alarm goes off in the morning till the time you set that alarm again later on that night. Give me a quick rundown.
Okay, so when I wake up in the morning.
What time is that?
So probably let's say 8 or 9. 'Cause I take online classes, so I get to sleep in a little bit more.
All right.
Nice.
Yeah, so when I wake up about 8 or 9 o'clock, you don't really eat breakfast because sometimes you don't got the money to eat breakfast. So don't eat breakfast. Probably hit up a few push-ups to sit-ups. Matters how you feeling that day. Walk around the house. Feed the dogs, play around. Then during lunch, around 2 o'clock, you eat something before practice. Just a little light carbs or something, just to have that little energy. Get ready for practice at 5. Meetings at 5 actually. Watch film. Practice until about 9 o'clock. We get home at about 9:30 and just sleep.
Yeah.
Sometimes
over
dinner.
again, right?
Sometimes dinner, but
Yeah.
sometimes.
Sometimes. Yeah, I know it's definitely not easy. I mean, it's a struggle, but it's something that is going to pay off. There's a light at the end of the tunnel with this thing, and so your plan right now, you're doing a year here. The end of December. December comes around, the end of the semester. What's next?
Hopefully, I'm at a university. I've been talking to a few 4-year schools that Coach Felker hooked me up with. So I can't say no names just yet.
Nope.
Yeah, to be continued.
Okay, there you go. Good. So we look forward to that. And obviously, so then you don't need to graduate in order to move on.
Only with Division 2 schools, I don't need to graduate. But with Division 1, I do have to graduate.
Okay. All right. Well, we look forward to reading up on on what your plans are later in the year, and maybe we'll circle back with you once recruiting is underway and once you make a decision down the road.
Yes, sir.
And talk to you a little bit about it and see how excited you are, which I'm sure you will be. We're excited for you.
Thank you, guys.
Dylan Turner, defensive lineman for the Gila River Hawks. You've not heard the last of him. You're going to hear from this young man
every week.
And hit him up on Twitter, and that Twitter handle is hopefully
at Dylan Turner 57.
Oh, see, that's perfect. It's nothing crazy like bricks, or
masonry or whatever.
Masonry, construction. Okay.
Nice and easy.
Yes. All right. Perfect. At Dylan Turner 57. Okay. Wonderful. James, we're going to be right back. We're going to bring Coach Felker back on to talk to us a little bit about the games coming up this weekend. To maybe get some of his picks. Maybe he'll let us, get some plays, and we can call some plays for him that he'll put in this week too.
Go.
So
why not?
All right, wonderful. So we will be right back on the special edition of the JV Sports Show, the HJCAC Coaches Show, right after the break.
Go Hawks.
Vince here to talk about Angel Dentistry. Angel Dentistry is where my wife and I have gone for the past 10 years and can't think of going anywhere else. Dr. Amber Angel is an Arizona native, born in the town of Miami, and practiced in the Valley nearly 20 years. Dr. Angel and her staff strive to provide excellent customer service from the moment you call the office to the time you leave with a smile. From general to comprehensive dental services, call 602-788-2008 and ask about the JV Sports Special, a free to-go whitened tray. With or without insurance, she will work with you. Off Cave Creek Road, north of the 101 in Phoenix. Angel Dentistry, trusted partner of the JV Sports Show.
Home mortgage lending done the old-fashioned way. The Wyckoff team with Finance of America Mortgage will take the time needed to explain every step in the loan process. In today's fast-paced world, it's nice to work with a lender that you can meet in person. We have a variety of home loans to fit your needs. Learn more about how lending products from Finance of America Mortgage could help you achieve your financial goals. Contact the Wyckoff team today at 623-308-5385 or stop by their office located on Grand Avenue just north of Bell Road in beautiful Surprise, Arizona. The Wyckoff team believes you shouldn't have to feel alone. Finance of America Mortgage, where business is always personal.
Long Realty is the go-to for all your real estate needs. Local buyer looking in the West Valley? Call our trusted partners at Long. Out-of-state friends looking for a home in the beautiful Valley of the Sun? Call Long. Selling? Call Long, and they'll make your home long gone. Call 623-584-5384 and mention the JV Sports Show to get a free market analysis. Long Realty, located in beautiful Surprise, Arizona on Grand Avenue.
Welcome back to the HJCAC Coaches Show. Here we brought Coach Felker back on, the Gila River Hawks head coach. And Coach Felker, that was, thank you so much for bringing those two young men here. They're great kids, and you've got a team full of great kids. I mean, we were speculating as to who you were going to bring by, and we threw out a bunch of names, including these guys, and they're all great. I mean, we've had conversations with them, just real pleasant to be around, hardworking, sincere, and really want to do some good things with their lives, and they're doing that. thanks to you, thanks to the league, for this opportunity. So it's something that James and I, got behind really early on because we saw what you did where you were before. Needless to say, we figured it was just a matter of time and you would continue it here, and it's going to continue to grow. So what I want to do is I'd like to start off by asking you, this week we've got a couple matchups. Obviously, you have a game against Salt River Scorpions. Yep. We'll get to them, but we wanted to first talk about the Maricopa Mustangs at the Papago Pumas. So what are you expecting from both those teams there?
I don't really know, what to expect yet. Papago's, still working out some kinks. I know Coach Sowers got at it late, and they'll figure it out, and Coach Medoski's teams are always tough to play against defensively. He'll have a great game plan, and it just depends on how they are health-wise. I mean, it's something we talk about every year when we were at Scottsdale and Mesa, Coach Medoski and I, is that the guy who usually wins the league every year is the one that stays healthy, because every team's got players. This is a different animal because some teams are ahead of others, as far as coming into the league and building their rosters and things like that. And I think that'll play an effect on Saturday. So, other than that, I just want, like I said, somebody asked me, and I think it was Steve Weiss, was, who do you want to beat the most? And I said, I just want to put a good, I just want everybody to look good every Saturday. So this thing, moving forward, there's no questions. This is legit. Yeah. We're good. And so, I'm rooting for every team.
But we know it's Medoski.
No, actually it's not. I coach for Coach Medoski.
Exactly.
I hate coaching against him, first of all. Okay. Sure. That's always a stressful night. Okay. Sure. But, I coach for Coach O'Meara too, and he's a family member. So at the end of the day, Coach Sowers coached for me.
Yep.
I want to beat them all. I mean, that's I can't even rank them. Okay. Ask me each week, and I'll tell you someone different.
Okay. Okay.
Speaking specifically about your game coming up on Saturday, Coach, Gila River at the Salt River Scorpions over at North High School, 7 o'clock kick there. Talk a little bit about that game. What have you seen or heard through the grapevine about the Salt River Scorpions and what they're going to be bringing to the party?
Well, first of all, I want to talk about a kid that played quarterback for him, Wade Supergia. He's a kid that I recruited and talked to, had a relationship with coming out of high school at Mesquite, and then he went to NAU, obviously, and he came back, and I worked him out and coached him at a combine, and he was going to, go over there and play with Coach because I had two quarterbacks already, or else I would have taken Wade in with open arms. And I know he had a successful surgery today. He had a leg injury, broken leg, and just prayers to him and his family, and Coach Daniel sings very highly of him, and I'm always pulling for a kid like him that's, he's done everything he can to continue his football career, and I'm sure he'll continue to do that. So, other than that, moving on to the game, we spent a lot of time this week working on us. That first game was hard for us. I mean, a lot of procedural penalties, and when you run this type of offense, you're going to get that. Yeah. Okay. And then we did it for another quarter and a half last Saturday.
Yeah, and you said you had to clean those up, so yeah.
Well, we're working on it, I mean, we're going back to fall camp. We hit the reset button this week. Going through quarterback progressions and route running and all the little details, circling back and coaching our kids on us. If we can, we got the talent. We've got everything's handled now. We just have to figure out how to get out of our own way.
Yeah.
So you really have to dial in the fundamentals, kind of scale it back a little bit with those kids and let them know. Because let's face it, the fundamentals are what's going to take you
100%.
All the way to a Division I school or all the way to the NFL. You watch those guys, and that's what they do it right every single time.
Oh yeah, that's what I've always said.
I mean, unshakable.
I was at Arizona State in the spring with one of my receiver coaches, and no offense to Arizona State because I'm a Sun Devil, all right, but. He made the comment. No, he made the comment I did. He goes, "Our kids are just as talented as these kids." And I said, "You're right." I said, "But there's a difference." said, how many balls you see hit the ground? Like you guys said, they do it right every time. Arizona State's receivers catching the balls on air in drills. Our guys, we're still working on the fundamentals. We're still figuring out how to beat DBs and receivers and O-linemen and running backs and you know, clean up who these guys were when we got them, you know, and be able to put them somewhere where we can trust that they'll go do everything that's expected of them and be those same receivers like we see at Arizona State that look great in drills, you know, whether it's fundamentals, technique, catching the ball, you know. Yeah, we have some athletic guys, and yeah, maybe they're not much difference between ours and theirs, but our guys still need to be coached fundamentally, some of them, you know, and that's what we spend a lot of time doing.
Coach, at the end of the season, how many of your kids are going to get offered scholarships to move on?
Every one of them that does what they're supposed to do academically. I'll go out and say that right now because I said it every year at Mesa. Coach Madosky always says it. Coach O'Meara. If these kids do what they're supposed to do and they go through a junior college season, whether it's NAIA, Division II, D1, 1AA, it doesn't matter.
Sure.
If they can show that they can handle college academics and they go get good film, which they're getting great film in this league, then we'll place them all.
I get coaches because James and I broadcast, for other schools and both high school and college, and I get coaches that come up to me and say, "That JUCO thing, is that thing really going? Is that thing actually going?" And it's like, yes, it's going. Watch, see it. Go see, and a lot of them even go so far. I mean, we had, you know, Joe Federico, who grew up here in Phoenix, and he's at a school in North Dakota, University of Jamestown. He said he's been out, he's been in contact, and he like others, because I've talked to others as well, that said, yeah, we're watching. We've got our eye. There's a couple kids that we're watching. So they're coming. The colleges are here. Yep. The colleges are watching you. So, you know, there's obviously there's a little bit of noise with naysayers saying what they're going to say, but what matters is the colleges are here. They're recruiting your kids. You're putting a product on the field. You're helping these kids get through school, and this thing is flourishing. And we're at a point now. 6 months ago, it was a toss-up, you know, right? I mean, it was still kind of a toss-up because we were still working on the operations of the thing.
Coach Weiss and Coach Podolsky, man, they rolled out something in 3 months that should have took 18. It's simple math. 18 months to do something like this. They did it in 3. I mean,
you had 3 teams, and then all of a sudden it was like a week later. Oh, we got 2 more teams. It's like, where'd that come
I lost
from?
my O-line coach.
Yeah, now you got 5, and you got a guy in Tucson. And literally,
I got a guy that coached for me and 2 that I coached for. And now
O'Meara literally can own the city of Tucson with pulling those kids out and keeping them home because of what he did at Eastern Arizona College, because of the pipeline that he developed. But now he's in the metropolis of Tucson instead of being in little Thatcher, Arizona. So, I mean, the sky's the limit. So, Coach O'Meara, if you're watching, you owe me some money now, because I'm helping you recruit Tucson.
Write that check, Coach.
I help him recruit Tucson.
Well, you help him recruit Tucson as well.
It's really good timing right now, too, Coach. You know, let's face it, JUCO popularity is kind of on the rise right now, especially JUCO football with the Last Chance U and all that sort of thing going on. That's helped with the popularity, and then technology now being able to stream the games and everybody can watch on their phone
we're having a blast.
and their laptop and their smart TV. It's great.
I've got people from out of state messaging me, are all the games going to be live streamed? I'm like, unfortunately, no. And I'm just like, man, if we could just find a way to do this.
Yes.
I mean, because, you know, I don't know how many thousands of hits our games are getting, but
they are
a lot.
They are
quite a few. Yeah,
so,
they're getting a lot.
That's a good thing, and you know, the interest is there. I mean, and like I said, next year it'll be with the full off season. You'll see it once we've worked through
even more progress.
All the trials and tribulations of starting something new. You know, I think having veteran coaches has helped. You know?
Yes, that's where it starts.
Yeah,
that's where it starts. That's the credibility.
It's been huge, and you know, obviously we have our frustrations, but we've had our frustrations. I've been coaching for 20 years at every job I've had, so I mean, it's not unusual.
Yeah.
You know, my biggest frustration is being an Arizona guy. You know, I opened and built Desert Edge High School's football program. I rebuilt Mesa's program. I'm building the Gila River Hawks program. I pour my heart and soul into this community, and I want the word to get out, that this is real and these boys need us and help, and like you said, there are some naysayers, and those naysayers were the same guys that were absent when we were battling, when we were knocking on doors to get board members elected, to change decisions, and when dealing with these boys and helping them with their federal lawsuit and all those other things, those are the same guys that are nowhere to be found, so I want to get to those guys and say, hey, look, this is about the kids. At the end of the day, this ain't about me.
Yep.
I mean, I live paycheck to paycheck, and this has been killing me, but at the end of the day, if you care about this game because it's under attack across the country, and if you care about these kids, this model works, and I think you can talk to a lot of four-year schools that have said, hey, this might be the future model across the country at the JC level, with these administrations and people who don't want these kids on campus or don't care about them or think football's too expensive or dangerous or whatever it is. This might be the route. This might be the path, so time will only tell. Time will tell.
Well, that's we agree 100%, Coach. But we're here. Yep. We're here now, and we're excited to continue this coverage. And we are so grateful that you joined us tonight. Congratulations on the success that you've had and that you continue to have as you build this thing. This thing is just going to continue to snowball. We appreciate just being a small part of this by helping to get this, blast this out to viewers out there and interested parties. Thank you so much for joining us, folks. Thank you. This just about concludes. We want to come back for one more segment, but this will conclude the segment with Coach Felker. James?
Yeah, it's been a great one. Thanks again, Coach, for joining us. We appreciate you coming on, and like Vince said, I'll echo his sentiments. We just appreciate you letting us be involved with everything, and we're just glad to be able to bring this to the people because it needs attention.
Absolutely,
absolutely. And
well,
we're just glad we can do it.
One more thing, I need to say one more thing.
Sure.
I want to say thank you to Coach Max Ragsdale. Over 20 years, great friend, great mentor, great football coach, humble. I mean, he always thinks his football team's not very good, but they're undefeated right now.
Yeah, they're ranked number 5 in the state, for God's sake.
He's a sandbagger, that's for sure.
He is. Constant.
Over the last year and a half, no matter how many times I emailed him and asked him to communicate to the rest of the coaches in the state or did this or did that, he was always one of the most responsive guys, at the head of. If there's a high school coach that is plugged into making this successful, it's him.
Max is a JUCO guy. He went to Mesa Community College. We actually worked together right there. We were grad assistants together 25 years ago at ASU. Max is a great guy. So Max, and I call the games for Campo Verde on Friday nights, and I tease him on the PA too. So we have fun. But anyway, thank you, thank you very much. We will be right back. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in like a minute or so. Stick around.
Appreciate it.
Located across the street from Tempe's A Mountain and a few blocks from Sun Devil Stadium, College Bar and Grill is your home for the best local craft beer, delicious creative cocktails, tasty food, and Tempe's best atmosphere for ASU sports. Come see Joe, Nick, and the team for the best half-price happy hour in town from 3 to 6 and again from 10 p.m. to close. Wings, sandwiches, salads, and desserts. Whether you're on your way to the game or after, and catch your favorite games on their big screens. Located at the southwest corner of 5th and College in the heart of Tempe, College Bar and Grill, a proud partner of the JV Sports Show. Vince here to talk about Angel Dentistry. Angel Dentistry is where my wife and I have gone for the past 10 years and can't think of going anywhere else. Dr. Amber Angel is an Arizona native, born in the town of Miami, and practiced in the Valley nearly 20 years. Dr. Angel and her staff strive to provide excellent customer service from the moment you call the office to the time you leave with a smile. From general to comprehensive dental services, call 602-788-2008 and ask about the JV Sports Special, a free to-go whitened tray. With or without insurance, she will work with you. Off Cave Creek Road, north of the 101 in Phoenix, Angel Dentistry, trusted partner of the JV Sports Show.
Home mortgage lending done the old-fashioned way. The Wyckoff team with Finance of America Mortgage will take the time needed to explain every step in the loan process. In today's fast-paced world, it's nice to work with a lender that you can meet in person. We have a variety of home loans to fit your needs. Learn more about how lending products from Finance of America Mortgage could help you achieve your financial goals. Contact the Wyckoff team today at 623-308-5385 or stop by their office located on Grand Avenue just north of Bell Road in beautiful Surprise, Arizona. The Wyckoff team believes you shouldn't have to feel alone. Finance of America Mortgage, where business is always personal.
Welcome back to the special edition of the JV Coaches Show here, the HJCAC Coaches Show. We are here. We're joined by Nick, the GM, the general manager here at College Street Bar and Grill. Nick, how you doing?
Doing all right. How are you guys?
Oh, man, we're great. We are so grateful, so excited, so grateful that an ASU place would allow us to come in and do our little show here to talk about the junior colleges, junior college football. Give us a little bit of history of this place. I talked to it on the at the beginning of the show about Joe and you, but tell us a little bit about it.
Well, it's a funny story. I moved to Arizona about 8 years ago, lifelong Sun Devil fan.
Okay.
And Joe and I had kind of known each other a little bit on social media. We got together at a bar called Devil's Den, which was on the corner of Mill and University.
Yep, remember.
And we always kind of talked about wanting to do this concept and give back to the ASU community and put together something that was lacking. And years of bouncing around through the business and being a GM or being on the corporate side in an office behind a desk or a cubicle. And finally, this opportunity came about. I got a hold of Joe, and I was like, are we going to do it? And he was like, yeah, let's do it. And from that point, we've taken off. And as far as having you guys here, we're not just for ASU. We are for the community. I mean, anything outside of those guys down south, we support that.
Yeah.
Very good. Talk about game days in here. It's pretty rowdy. You guys have a great social media presence. They're always posting stuff and live scenes from the spot. And talk about the atmosphere here on a Sun Devil game day.
Well, the social media stuff, that's mostly Joe. He's way more popular than I am. But
the guy looks like he can lift a house. Does he just work out all day?
That's where he's at right now.
Yeah,
he's not here.
He's smaller than my assistant GM. Just to give you perspective, who is a pro wrestler, by the way.
Oh boy. Okay.
Just saying.
Okay.
But game day here is very unique. It's something different than you get at any other bar around the area, and I imagine for most places in the country. He walked it off. We're 260 steps away from Sun Devil Stadium. And once you get to about 2.5, 3 hours out from game time, it's wall-to-wall people in here. I mean, I know the fire marshals come after us a little bit, said, hey, are you at the limit? And we're pretty close. But we always keep it right within, the legal limits. But it's a great time. The atmosphere here is unmatched. I think this past Saturday when ASU was away at Michigan State, we were packed, and they were chanting with the defense was on the field and pounding on the tables and screaming and yelling, and we had the dining room area screaming go, and the bar area screaming Devils back and forth with each other.
Wow.
And
awesome.
It was really, really cool. We had a couple of guys from the fraternities that just got on Twitter and told us that the atmosphere was electric and better than anything they've ever seen in a bar.
I love the fact that the bar is like half in and half outside, and then you've got this nice area inside here for people that want to kind of hang out inside. And I mean, you could literally, everything spills onto the sidewalk, and there's so much room out there.
Right, and we're lucky. I mean, Grady Gamage Jr. is our landlord, and he built the building, designed the building. And we all know how the Gamage family's been with their history with ASU.
Yeah.
But even this area, the dining room area, opens up. There's a whole other second patio that wraps around the corner to 5th Street and College Avenue. And we do a nice grill out there on game day, so it's a tailgate. The cops on the side, they're like, hey, can I get a cheeseburger? And they come by and they get a cheeseburger.
There you go.
We got to keep those guys happy.
Well, you have to keep them happy,
sure.
Yeah.
But
what kind of specials do you guys have coming up, for game days and so forth like that?
So for game days, it's a little different. We don't really do many specials because we're physically not able to use our kitchen, so that's why we do the grill.
Okay.
So it's almost like walking up to a concession stand or going to, like if you're at a tailgate, walking up, grabbing a beer out of the beer tub, grabbing a burger or a dog or a brat, something like that. When ASU's away, we do $5 pitchers, and that's Miller High Life pitchers. That's all day, every day. And all of our well drinks. So you get your well vodka, rum, tequila, gin, whiskey, all that stuff. So you want a whiskey Coke pitcher, it's $5.
Wow.
All day, every day.
Now you know, Vince.
You know, other than event days.
Sure.
You know,
sure.
Home games, you can't keep up with the dishwashing.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet.
Oh, this is
tough.
amazing. And I'm looking at this menu. I mean, the special all-you-can-eat wings every Monday, all day long.
All day long.
What time do you open?
So we open about sometime between 11 and 11:30, depending on when the kitchen's ready to go.
Okay.
But for sure by 11:30.
Okay.
And yeah, it's all you can eat wings, and you get about 1.5 pounds of wings with the first plate, and if you can go more than that, you know, you get
Have at
a
it,
little more
right.
than half a pound on all the refills. And,
Oh, that's amazing.
we've got about a dozen sauces. All of them are homemade from scratch.
Yeah.
And the wings are something we're very proud of. And I don't care who wants to criticize me at all when they hear this, but we got the best wings in the state, and I'll fight somebody if they want to sell them.
There you go, the throwdown. The
You
has
had
been thrown down.
You had two young men here that are real foodies, they said, and they had the Parmesan, and they looked like they were about to pass out. They were so happy.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's probably my favorite one.
Okay, the Parmesan. All right, awesome. Well, Nick, we appreciate you allowing us in. This has been an amazing environment. This has been welcoming us with open arms and allowing us, like I said, and you wanting to be part of the community, and you're doing that not just as being, you know, representative of ASU, and, you know, we wouldn't blame you the fact the stadium's right there, but also the fact that you know you want to integrate more of what's going on out there, and you know, and with our little show, obviously we talk about the junior college athletics. This is the JUCO coaches show, but you know we give love to the small colleges as well. So we'd love to come back and to be a part of what you guys are doing here and to help promote it, and no, we're just thrilled to be here. So thank you so much.
No,
and tell Joe I'm sorry I missed him. Next time I'm going to join him in the gym.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, there you go.
If you want to join him in the gym, that's up to you. I'm going to pass on that one. I'll sit here and work on wing recipes.
Hey, there you go. There you go. Stay in your lane, right?
Yes, sir.
Well, thanks again so much for having us. We really appreciate it. We'll step aside here and come back and wrap things up from College Bar and Grill in Tempe right after this. Stay tuned.
Vince here to talk about Angel Dentistry. Angel Dentistry is where my wife and I have gone for the past 10 years and can't think of going anywhere else. Dr. Amber Angel is an Arizona native, born in the town of Miami, and practiced in the Valley nearly 20 years. Dr. Angel and her staff strive to provide excellent customer service from the moment you call the office to the time you leave with a smile. From general to comprehensive dental services, call 602-788-2008 and ask about the JV Sports Special, a free to-go whitened tray. With or without insurance, she will work with you. Off Cave Creek Road, north of the 101 in Phoenix, Angel Dentistry, trusted partner of the JV Sports Show.
HJCAC Coaches Show. Real quick thank yous here. We're not going to be any longer than 30 seconds here, but wanted to thank our partners for allowing us to do what we do. The Holcomb Junior College Athletic Conference, obviously. Angel Dentistry. Long Realty and Surprise. Jerry Pickles, the manager out there, great guy, great people. Finance of America, the Wyckoff team, Tim and Samantha in Surprise, beautiful Surprise. We appreciate everything that you do for us, allowing James and I to keep doing what we're doing. Next up, James, Saturday morning, we're going to be live on AM 1060 KDUS in Phoenix.
Yes. It's going to be a great show. We've got a number of special guests coming on there with us. And we want to as well thank College Bar and Grill for having us out here tonight.
Yes, thank you.
The wait
Nick
staff
and
has
Joe,
been outstanding.
thank you, and the whole staff.
Our producer, Greg Jones, as well. I want to thank him for always doing an outstanding job for us.
The famous Gregory A. Jones.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Mr.
All right,
Hotspot.
that's it. We're done. We'll see you guys back in 2 weeks. Same time, same place, and thank you again. And forward our broadcast to all your friends so they can enjoy it as well.
Share the link. This will be available on demand right after the show here, so share it out, and we look forward to seeing you again 2 weeks from tonight, and go JV.